Hello my friends, my name is B-Brad and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home.
Hey Sayori. Hey Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to,
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? Would you do? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Yeah, I don't know. I guess? You're kind of putting me on the spot here, yeah? You're putting baby in a corner. Baby doesn't like being in a corner. Well... What type of question is that? Why do you make me want to choose this? Oh, dude, I don't want to hurt her feelings if I do say Yuri. I don't mind walking with either or. It's not like a preference thing. I'm just trying to be polite. Make sure everyone gets home happy and healthy. Not doing anything wrong at all. No, not me. Bro. I don't know what to pick. I don't know what to pick. That's a tough one. But what if it becomes conflict later on in the story? If I'm being honest with myself, if a new girl wanted to walk home and I'm just trying to be a good scholar and get her home safely, and if she asked, I'm sure you can handle a walk home alone by yourself one time. Walk home with Sayori, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? Oh, wait, time out. Given how hard it is her to socialize, I feel awful turning her down, so. Is she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You're putting words in my mouth, Sayori, and I'm not liking it. No, that's not it. You admit it. You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, Sayori? Need you? Sayori? I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. Boy, it's kind of her fault for trapping me in such a weird question. I just can't lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take it away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. Okay. So, we did Sayori. We did do natzuki, so giggles. Gosh, yeah, okay. So you just like cutesy words, all the cute words ever. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. We were practicing piano again. Monica. Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if I wasn't for all of you. All of you too. Always helping the club. My things are, someone messed with my chair. And I'm happy that you're willing to help out with the festival too. Nah, I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Yeah, you hated the idea of the festival, Natsuki. Now you're all about it. Where is Sayori? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious foods, so... Sounds like a bit of Sayori. You sound like a bit of Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, don't you usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people?
I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean of all people?
Because it's right in your name. Man Ika.
That's not what you say my name. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our event for now, okay?
Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's and Sayori's anyway. Such a little shit.
Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. Sayori? You good? Bam? I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You could go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Just a little. Hold on. Can I please put on text speed? Auto forward time.
Jeez, you worry too much about me.
What do you mean? I'm fine, see? You're such a liar, a deceiver. Sayori shows me a big smile. Yeah, you're a fat liar. There's something wrong. I know it. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Sayori, well, alright. I guess. I don't know. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. So, maybe I should ask Monica if she noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must have been spending a lot of time together. I wonder if we would get like a separate thing about that. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. B-Brad, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? She's kind of freaking me out.
Anything up with her?
Yeah, anything.
In what way do you mean?
Well, you know. Maybe I'm reading a little too much into it, but she seems a bit downcast today.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, she hasn't talked to anyone. That's not her.
I can't say I noticed anything about her.
Monica, there's no way you don't notice that. Monica appears across the room with Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber, whatever. Maybe there's something on her mind. Okay, yeah, we're gonna click. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking. I'm not the one asking you, B-Brad. You certainly know a lot about her better than I do. Yeah, but she never really liked this. That's what I'm saying, Sayori. I mean, Monica. She's not normally like this. This is not normal activity. She always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. She didn't want to talk about it. So I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her.
And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Eh? Are you sure about that? Like, meanwhile, like, Sarah's like thunderstorming in the corner, like just down in the dumps. She seems like she wanted to be left alone. I'm not gonna lie, she seemed just a little bit shove everyone else to the side today. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? Oh. What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on our mind is you, B-Brad. Me? Aw, you shouldn't have. Me? How on earth would it come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. I didn't know that. Oh, she's been so much happier since she joined the club. It's like an extra light that turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, B-Brad. Have you ever thought maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because you were the person making her cheerful? You ever thought of that, B-Brad? Because that's just how she is when she's around you. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Sure. Monica smiles meaningfully. I mean, she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of her head. Get the words out of her head. Out of my head, whatever. Monica's standing up at her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. Oh, I can't even hear. I sigh and sit myself down. I wonder where I'm sitting in this class. I'm probably like, they're probably in the top right corner. I'm probably like the bottom left, just can't hear. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I know you're peering at me from over her book. Oh! But she looks away so quickly, just a flushed look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. But never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. But now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit at one next to her. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell you wanted to be alone with your thoughts, so... Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? How would you know? I do a lot. So it isn't hard for me to spot based on your posture or expression. Not that I was staring or anything. Yeah, I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certain those who find the most comfortable in keeping to themselves. But if you would appear to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. Ooh, fuyo! It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today. But when I asked about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if it's something happening to her. Oh. That's quite romantic. Oh. That I worry about someone? Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just don't want to be misunderstood, that's all. Not me. It's not romance. I'm not worrying about her or anything. I'm just, just trying to see what's going on. It felt like she was off, just a little. Caring concern for my fellow classmate. Sarah and I have been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading a little too much into it. It could just be me. I'm just saying, I could be just overthinking the situation. B-Brad. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what's going on the inside of her head. Yeah, her poems are pretty crazy, so. And she may not be knowing what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she is fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. You got me, but Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? We've been friends for a long time, so I guess she's cool. We hang, but that's about it. But you don't need to put it that way. Come on, Yuri. Seriously, we're just good friends. That's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Yeah? Yeah? What is this, Sayori? Her expression is gentle and curious as she was searching for something. Embraced, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, what are you saying right now? You're giving me too much credit. Yeah, you're too much. I'm just a friend. I'm just a pretty simple guy. Just want to make sure she's good, you know? Totally simple Brad here. Can't be any more simple. Just trying to make sure she's okay. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Totally. It is what it is. Absolutely. Anyway, as long as you are here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I shouldn't be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the classroom. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I knew it, everything was back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she's talking about with Sayori. Who should I share my poem with first? I want to hear Natsuki. I kind of made it for Natsuki, so like I wanted.
Finally! This one, it's good. I was wondering how long it'd take you. Alright. Okay. Yeah, seriously. Don't listen to what anyone else says. Especially Yuri. Well,
Natsuki, we can't be this way, okay? We just can't be this way. We can't do this.
Just keep writing poems like this. That's all you need.
Are you sure that's not just what you want?
Excuse me? You're talking to a pro, you know. Don't you think I should trust my opinion the most?
I guess it depends. You kind of put yourself up there on that high pedestal. I guess it depends. Aren't you biased towards poems that are most simple and cute?
Biased? Of course not. My opinions just happen to be the best.
That's one thing she's still... There's one thing I still can't tell. Is Natsuki actually self-aware of her spoiled behavior? At this rate, I don't know if she'll ever figure it out. Fair enough. I'll leave it be. I'm glad that you like my poem after all.
I knew you'd finally understand.
You keep showing me your poem and you'll be a pro before...
Just keep showing me your poems. You'll be a pro before you know it. Anyway, here's the one I wrote.
I'll be your beach? Oh, okay. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonders over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that make your heart leap in a way you thought that had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in the sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities into the salty sea and let me see your shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Let's set you free in my windly sail. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Aw, that was so good. I loved it, even though somehow could not read it for a second.
Yeah, I felt like I was keep writing about negative things, so I want to write something like really nice for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach.
So I decided to write about the beach first, and then came up with the message later?
Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we wrote about the same thing. She wanted to pick a topic that both of us were right about or whatever. Yeah, so you can't really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress someone by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. Not like I care anything. I suppose. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong about doing it once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice.
Okay. Hi, B. Brad. Have you thought about the submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in the club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure.
But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would make me so happy to see. Anyway, let's look at your today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take my poem I'm holding in my hands.
I like it, B. Brad.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, geez. Is that a good I don't know. Is that a compliment? I don't know how I'm supposed to take that.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. Aw.
If you say so. We'll take that. We take those. We take those dubs all day.
Yep. There are a lot of poems of stories out there, so there's no more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes there's only a few lines long. They might even they might even feel like they're writing for kids, but if you think about them, they can expect views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see.
So you're telling me Natsuki is kind of like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meanings through. So I can see why it would be a kind of poem to explore. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you right now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yep. Uno momento.
An old tale of a lady who wanders Earth, the lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meanings, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victims of the current of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the light in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceased to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all in which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. It's a pretty cool poem. I give you that. Yep. Okay, I thought someone was knocking on my door. I was about to be upset. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things I've given life meaning. Not to get all too philosophical or anything, but it's kind of in my mind. So that's what I wrote about. I see. I really never put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. It kind of is almost paradoxical because the wind blows you back up and you're like back up again. So it's kind of like up and going up with gusts of wind and falling. So because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think we are known that better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional? Like me?
Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day.
Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid that it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something that you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you something that your writing is too good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and that things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way. It makes you want more than to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, that's great. Let's see what Yuri thinks of my poem.
Well done, B-Brad. You definitely improved your writing skills over the course of the few days.
Here's my advice that's been helping to you. Yeah, definitely. I've been getting pretty good at it.
I'm glad.
Sharing your writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. It's honestly been really refreshing that y'all like my poems, so I give it that. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it was a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone in their writing, and I guess doing some writing myself.
Well, have you learned anything about yourself, B-Brad?
Well, you know, like if blah.
Well, you know
How I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer, even if your opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe that most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Yeah, that's what I'm scared of, disappointing you in my terrible poems.
Why me?
Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share.
Is that so?
Yuri thinks for a good minute.
That must be terrible.
Huh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome? How unlikable of me. Yuri? It's not you, it's me. I'm thinking way too much. It's not as bad as you may think of it in your head. It just meant I respect your opinion.
I see.
I'm sorry that I'm always overthinking to come to sort of conclusions.
I'm just a little too used to it.
Overthinking?
Being disliked.
Yuri?
What am I saying?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now?
Okay.
Here. Oh, and there, they did it together. They're both near the beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clean blue sky and exposed of bliss. But beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma, the easiest world to get lost in, is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tides come. Will it gently lick of your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave of sand you crashing down into the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn down and I abandon my peace to enroad at the shore. Drift forward and I return to earth forevermore. Wow, what a really cool poem. It's so cool, 'cause I can literally feel like I'm at the beach with that poem. I can literally feel being there, smelling the salty air for sure. Being like I can literally feel the sand literally in between my toes. Really mixing in with the sand, getting all wet, feeling like the sun on my back. I can really get into that. That was a good, wow. That brought me literally to the beach. That was excellent. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an insane thing to write about. But I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. And it was cool that you literally said, because it is something that took millions of years in the making to make beaches all around the world. So, very cool. Very cool. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it.
She did?
She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought process. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she wanted to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest to write in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know. I loved it. It was a good poem. I think it was excellent. I can literally feel like being at the beach. Especially like the way you described the wind. The wind was really what got me. Like, I know, like, the beach is always super windy. Always had a good gust going on. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Now we got sayori. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this about someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. Sayori, you can't be putting words in my mouth. You can't be doing this. It's always with you. Oh, you're doing it for her. No, I'm doing it for the club. You got me in this club. You told me to get and write my stories and stuff. Write my poems. I write my poems. And now you're like, oh, it's for them. You're making friends with everyone else, not me. And you're making me regret going in this freaking club. I'm writing my stories because I want to write them. That's it. That's all I wanted. That's all I want from it. I just want to write my beautiful poems for everyone to read to get better to knowing myself. It's literally the motto. It's literally the motto of our freaking thing. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Like, good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, B-Brad. Sayori? Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Oh, well, alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. It's just me or did something strange just... Did you say something strange just now? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You devoted from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to this. Staggering the air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe? Look, the only thing indifferent that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just wanted to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on! Actually, she wasn't feeling too well, so she went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times not to go home, she picked the time that she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No! Relax there. You're making up too much of an assumption. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. First of all. And second, she kind of been avoiding me today. So I don't want to force it.
Huh.
That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Yeah, do you know something, Yuri? That I don't know? You want to speak up to the whole class there, my friend? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. Of course she will. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors too. Can you handle all that by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted. You don't even know my baking talents. I have the best baking talents of all.
And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri,
you can, Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No. We're not, that's not it at all. We just gotta find something for you to do. It's something for you to do. We just don't know what your skill talents are yet. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too.
Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around.
Yeah. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? Yeah! We can get a big banner that goes across like the top of the room. About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression changes as she stares at her desk and focuses and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You will be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, I'll just leave, and that just leaves you, B-Brad. What am I doing for the club? The one who is truly useless. Yes, I am the useless one. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way just giving them a hand. You can always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. That's... My husband says I spend the weekend with one of the club members? How on earth are they gonna respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirt work I could give to you. It's not like Monika's giving me a choice. It shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. That's gonna try to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like a hand in baking on your own. Handle the baking on your own? I'll get B-Brad all to myself. B-Brad may not like to be around you if you make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be suited to be sitting with the decorations. Now hold on! I never said that! How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for B-Brad too. What are you saying? It would be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Ugh, how dare you? Just what do you think? Guys now. Let's settle down for a moment. We don't need, in the end, I think it's up to B-Brad to decide who he wants to contribute. Besides, he isn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah, B-Brad. You're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you.
Of course.
Very well. In that case,
Anyone looks straight at me, but of course, I'm gonna go with I'm saving right here. We get to decide big on the next episode, so don't miss out. Don't miss out. Where are we going for this weekend in Doki Doki Literature Club Plus?
Vote now. Comment down below.
Think what would be the best experience? Should I bake? Should I decorate? Should I chill with Monica?
We'll find out on the next one.
So until next time, this is B Brad and all you out there signing off for now.